Hey y'all, today I'm cleaning my bathroom. I'm doing a deep clean and declutter, and I wanted to start with laundry. I'm gonna do my load a day, and I started with picking up all the clothes off the floor and then collected all the hangers. Here's the top of this shelf in my bathroom. It is a very small bathroom, so this is a narrow but tall shelf. I actually have to get on step stools in order to even reach up here, but it collected quite a bit of clutter, so I wanted to go ahead and completely empty it off, go through everything, put things back where they belong, and wipe it down. I tried wiping it down with a disinfecting wipe, but it didn't get the gunk off, so I went back over it with my oxy spray and I scrubbed it with a scrub brush. This got a majority of the gunk off. And then I just wiped it off with the paper towel. And now I'm just putting everything back up here, and I decided to keep the things that we actually use like after our showers up here. And then I went ahead and cleaned off the vanity countertop. I'm going ahead and dusting using my Swiffer, just dusting around everything. I'm using Windex on the faucet and the mirror and wiping them down with the paper towel. I'm using the OxyClean spray on the countertop and I'm scrubbing it with a scrub brush. I went in with a more hard bristled brush after the initial scrub brush just to get some of those spaces that really needed scrubbed. I'm now thinking that I developed a sinus infection, so my voice sounds a little funny. I'm having a lot of congestion and my ears are hurting a lot. I'm hoping to be able to go to the doctor this week to just get it all checked out. I've really been feeling bad for the last 2 weeks. I'm going ahead and wiping down the countertop with the paper towel. And just putting everything back on here that belongs. I decided to go ahead and scrub the soap dish and get all the soap scum off of it and rinse it off before I put it back. When cleaning the toilet, I try to start with cleaning it with the Swiffer head first to dust everything off, get the hairs and dust particles off of it before I go in with the wet products. I'm spraying OxyClean all over it. I'm going to let it sit for a little bit before coming back in and wiping it down. I'm using the Clorox toilet bowl cleaner for the inside of the toilet. And now I'm just wiping everything down with a paper towel, just trying to get it good and clean. I try to wipe down the toilet every single day with a disinfecting wipe, and then I do a good clean once a week just to keep up with it. And now I'm just using the toilet bowl scrubber and scrubbing the inside of the toilet before setting it down to dry. With the shower, I wanted to go ahead and just clean off the shelves. I have multiple shelves in this shower, but I'm only focusing on 2 of the main used ones today. And just taking everything off and gonna scrub it down. I'm using the OxiClean cleaner again. And then I'm using my green brush, which is more of a softer brush, to kind of help move around the product because it does spray in one specific isolated area. So I do try to use this to kind of spread the product out before letting it sit for just a couple of minutes before I come in with the harder bristled brush. With this harder brush, I'm really trying to scrub out any of these stuck on spots that just need to be tackled. I'm going to get some grout cleaner soon and try to get the grout cleaned up. We are going to be redoing the bathroom, redoing the shelves and everything eventually. It's one of those things that we'll have to get to it when we can afford it. I usually would rinse all this off with the shower head and then wipe it down with a rag, but because I was filming today and the camera's in the shower, so I couldn't quite do what I usually do, so I just wiped it down with the paper towel, and that worked just fine. It's just not what I usually do. And now I'm going ahead and tackling this bottom shelf. This is where all of our razors are apparently, and soaps, and just a bunch of clutter. And I got rid of a bunch of stuff, more than I thought I would, mainly razors and things like that. And any of the shampoo bottles or soap bottles that had barely any product in it left, I got rid of those. Anything that was pretty old and we're not even using anymore, I got rid of that. I got rid of a good bit of our bathroom products today. It took quite a bit of time and quite a bit of elbow grease to scrub this down. I'm going to have to get better at doing this more often. This is absolutely a me problem. And now I'm just wiping everything down with the paper towel again. There's something very satisfying about just wiping the grime away after scrubbing it for so long. To just see it go from being grimy to clean is just so satisfying. I'm putting the body soap, the shave cream, and exfoliant on this bottom shelf, and the kids' shampoo and body wash on the bottom shelf because it's easier for them to reach. I decided to go ahead and clean off the windowsill, which is technically another shelf that we use, and I got rid of a few things from here before spraying everything down with the OxiClean. And again, I'm using the green brush to spread the product around, just making sure that it's literally everywhere. And I'm going in with the black harder brush to just scrub any of the spots that just really needed scrubbed. I spent so much time in this shower, and I think this is why I procrastinated so much, is because every time I do it, it takes forever. Knowing that if I did it more often, it wouldn't take as long, it's just something I procrastinate every time. And now I'm just taking the shower head and rinsing out the tub and the wall. And just wiping down everything else. I went ahead and emptied the trash can, put a new trash bag in. And just picked up all of the trash and clutter that's all over the bathroom. This entire bathroom took me about an hour to clean. It took so long, but I'm so happy I did it. And now I'm just sweeping up like usual. And now I'm just going ahead and mopping the floors and making sure everything is good and clean. And that's it for today's video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.